Welcome back to LGW, the Cricket Pulse. It's Monday night, April 20th. I am Will, and if you're wondering why the studio feels a bit more spacious tonight, it's because George has been called away on an emergency business. And let me tell you, I'm going to warn you before I say the next bit. It sounds absolutely absurd, but is something that's really happening. Apparently, his mother-in-law's pet chicken is causing a neighborhood riot, and George is only one brave enough, or perhaps just the only one available to handle the situation. Just imagine George containing the chicken that's absolutely killing the neighbors right now.
You really can't make this up, Well. You really
No,
can't
you
make this
really
up,
can't make this
George.
up.
And George is literally winging it tonight. I am Loy, and while George is out there chasing poultry, and we've got some serious chasing or lack thereof to discuss from the Narendra Modi Stadium. Mumbai Indians just didn't win. They essentially reset their entire season in the span of 3 hours.
It was a total dominance. And if you guys remember yesterday's podcast, we spoke about this for 40 minutes. Towards literally, we had finished our podcast and we went on for another 40 minutes. And how I defended Mumbai Indians and Hardik Pandya.
You
Boy, oh
defended
boy, he
Hardik
did.
Pandya, not Mumbai Indians.
And boy, oh boy, he led the team. He defended the score. He won it for the first time in this season. I am absolutely thrilled. It was an absolute total dominance. If the chicken George is dealing with is half as aggressive as Tilak Verma was today, George is in for a very long
Very long.
night. Let's break this down for Mumbai. Finally found their spark today.
Brilliant. Let's roll. Let's get right into the carnage, Will. Mumbai Indians batted first, and early on it looked like the same old story. Nothing different because Kagiso Rabada was absolutely steaming in for the Titans. He took 3 for 33, including the peach of a delivery, 152.1 kilometers per hour thunderbolt, which absolutely shattered Suryakumar Yadav's stumps. When MI were 46 for 13, I was genuinely thinking this is going to be heading for a fifth straight loss. And
I mean,
that's when...
to be honest, I at that point in time, I actually felt, oh my God, Mumbai Indians is going to give me a rough night today at the podcast. But hey, someone else had a different idea. He was coming and playing from a different playbook altogether. Tilak Verma decided to play an absolute blinder. He was actually quite slow to start with. He got off like 19 of 22 balls at the initial stage, I believe. But then he just exploded brilliantly. He finished with an unbeaten of 101 off only 45 balls. Now, can you just put this into context? He scored 19 runs of 22 balls. The remaining 80 odd runs came from less than 20 balls or 23 balls. So imagine the carnage that he did. He was like 82 in the final, 22 deliveries. He was taking Ashok Sharma to cleaners. Like it was 6-4, 4-6 in one over. Oh my God. And Naman Dir played an impressive supporting role as well with 45 of 32 deliveries. So all in all, I was happy to see Tilak Verma's bat swinging in our direction.
Absolutely. And I think kudos to Tilak Verma. Again, I think he was due a big knock, and I think you can never keep this guy out. I think, again, yesterday when we were talking about it, we did speak about Tilak Verma again. Absolutely sensational player. I think I was watching him play well. I was watching him, and it was absolutely beautiful because when when I started looking at the score, I was following it on the phone in terms of Crick Buzz, and then I came on to watching the match live. And me and George were watching together. We were on a video call. I think we rang you in as well, and you couldn't join. So we were on a video call. We were watching the game, and I was like, George, 127, 16 overs done. Uh, say 40 runs, or let's top say 50 runs in the last 4 overs. That's a stretch. But again, the people who are batting there was Hardik Pandya and Tilak. And like, if someone who can do it has to be those two people, and they can do it. But then 50 runs stops is what I think it is in the last 4 overs, or let's say a stretch.
Yeah.
And then he went all guns blazing, man. And I think the Ashok Sharma over was beautiful. I was looking at the game. I was talking to George. I'm like, George, that's a 4. That's a 4 again. It's a 6. It's a 6. I was like, holy God. And then the last over, again, he went berserk against Prasidh Krishna with 26 runs again. I was like, this is absolutely sensational. And I think that got them to that target, which was defendable. And if not, I think they would have been in trouble for sure.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's where the real shock came with the GT chase, right? They just didn't lose. They evaporated.
Yeah.
Jasprit Bumrah, again, beautiful. And and this goes back to what we were saying, Will. Give that man the place where he needs to bowl. He will show you results. Very first ball of the match, he takes the wicket. But then, again, I have to tell you, the day belonged to Ashwani Kumar. Again, how many people would have heard his name?
Heard of him, yeah.
Exactly. He was incredible, Will. He was incredible.
I think most of the hard work was done by Jasprit Bumrah in getting the batsmen thinking and foxing them in every balls that he played. I mean, he was bowling. So when a batsman, I mean, I'm a batsman. So if I am literally putting all my effort into focusing and getting rid of one of the bowlers, I put absolute thought into, trying to make sure that I don't get out. But then that pressure is already built in. And then the next bowler comes in and you want to release your pressure. And that pressure eventually leads to a wicket to someone else. So Ashwini was excellent bowler. He was bowling the lines. I mean, you won't get wickets if you don't bowl the good lines and things like that. But he did his job. But Bumrah had his, backing. So Bumrah was doing his job and making sure that the wickets were tumbling at the other end. Unfortunate that he only got one. Hardik got one as well. Don't forget that, my man.
But he went for 18 in that over, Bill. He was taken to the cleaners in that over before he got Josh Butler LBW. But then, again, I have nothing much to say there. He has to be the first to ball, first to bat, as I keep saying. But it's like the school time when we play gully cricket, right? I've got the bat, I need to play first. I've got the ball, I need to bowl first. It's like I'm the captain, I get to bowl first. I am the captain. I'll bat wherever I need to bat. So, but then thankfully, at least he marshaled the troops a little better than what he normally does, and I think it's helped with these new
I
players
really hope that
coming
this is
to
the
squad.
beginning. Yeah, this is the beginning for him to, get some more wins under his belt. Something to show for at the end of the tournament. I'm not even going to vouch and say Mumbai Indians is going to go into the playoffs. Definitely not something that's possible. But I'm hoping that Mumbai Indians will at least get about 2 or 3 wins and get some, win something as formidable as this one. But having said that, you'll have to say GT. They had no idea what to do with this wicket. They were playing on their home turf, and collapsing in this fashion is absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Shubman Gill, but I was happy to see the way the team was actually folding so quickly and so miserably. And boy, Ashwini came to the party, 4 for 24, brilliant stuff. Shubman Gill, just 14. I don't know how many balls he took actually to score that 14.
13.
Yeah, run a ball. There you go. That's typical Shubman Gill, anyways, for you guys.
Pandya
Washington
was no
Sundar.
better. The other captain was no better. Well, he
I
scored
think
15 of 16
at
balls.
least
So
the other.
at least Shubman Gill had a strike rate of over 100. Hardik Pandya didn't have that either. He was
No.
under 100.
At least Shubman Gill is classed as a batsman. Hardik Pandya is an all-rounder, so I'm not expecting a lot from Hardik Pandya in any fashion in terms of scoring those crucial runs at the early beginning stages. But coming to Shubman Gill, the boy comes opening. You have to hit
He's
it
been
out of the park.
performing. He's been
He
performing well. Every other
you
game
got
he's
six.
performed. It's just this
You
game.
no, listen to it. You got 6 overs of power play. You have only 2 fielders in the boundary. All you got to do is just clear all the fielders, and that's run scoring. But this man, he will always be in his Rahul Dravid mode at some stages, and then all of a sudden, somewhere he just peaks and he scores those 180 strike rate runs, and then everybody, oh my God, he's the prince, he's back, he's amazing, he's the best cricketer. Not fit for T20, but hey, I'm not the one who's saying anything negative. But the guy
You
is
are.
the
You just
captain.
told it.
The boy is the captain of GT. He won the last IPL. Kudos to him. It's a great job. Uh, Tough luck, you lost it. Mumbai came to the party for the first time. They actually won it, so I'm really happy. My prediction from yesterday has come true, so I am way ahead of all in my predictions.
No, so if you go back to ST's predictions, and I think you got to watch that clip back again. Well, if
Yeah,
you look at the predictions, you called it
yeah,
Mumbai,
yeah.
okay? George called it Mumbai as well. But
Did he?
then after
I thought
he
he
called it
went
Mumbai as
GT.
well. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
say he called it Mumbai as well. But then
yeah,
you kept ranting about Hardik Pandya, and then he was like, "Okay, let me do
yeah,
one thing. I'm going to change it for GT just for your just for your rant about Hardik Pandya." And then I called GT, but then
yeah.
I told, but to be honest, even though I'm calling GT, I would want Mumbai to win this because I really want them
Now
to.
you guys can say whatever you want right now, but you
I
guys
don't
pick
have
the
to. I
team.
don't
No,
have to,
yeah,
Will. I don't have to. You just
there's
have to go
nothing
back
to.
and watch our clip and just watch the last 4 minutes of our clip, and then
No,
you can come
there's
back and you
nothing
can
to
answer
say.
this.
When you pick the side, you got to stick to it. That's the person. That you got to be man enough to hold on to your position and say that is what I wanted it, and that's
I'm still
exactly
holding
what
on to
I
my
got.
position. I just
I
told you that.
never had a
I just
second
hold on to
thought
my
about
position. I
my
just told you
prediction.
that it's going to be a case where I want Mumbai to win as well, but I'm going with GT. So all fair and good. Okay, you can have the prediction, Will. It's all
No,
good.
I see. I didn't have a second thought. I never said that GT is going to win in the beginning stages. I absolutely went down with all my bets on Mumbai Indians. Absolutely turned it. Tilak Verma came to the party. At least he did it. Otherwise, you guys would have sat there and fired all guns on me, and I had to just take it with my smiling face. But
Uh,
today,
you
not
do
the
it
case.
otherwise, Will. Don't worry. You will do it otherwise as well. That being said, again, I think just some highlights for GT. I think we'll have to give it to Washington Sundar, who tried to provide some resistance with his
Little
26.
meal
But
of
again, the
yeah,
catch which Namandir took for getting Washington Sundar dismissed was a spectacular catch. And I
yeah,
think that put an end to all of GT's hopes. And they were rattled out for 115.5 overs. In terms of a stat, I think a 99 run win for MI. It's the biggest
huge. Yeah,
margin in this season, at least in this season, in terms of margin of victory. And another stat is that Tilak Verma has got his first maiden IPL century. And he's
yeah,
officially silenced the critics who were
yeah,
having a go at him, including us.
yeah.
If you've had a chance where we've gone at him, but that's again due to his performance. But then I think he silenced everyone with his
No, Tilak
amazing
is
performance.
exceptional talent. I mean, I never doubted him. I never doubted him or Rinku Singh as well. It's just about a certain situation demanding a certain class of players to come and shine. And previously, the Rinku came. He got the chance. I mean, someone dropped the catch. He took it with both the hands and then he played a brilliant knock and took KKR out of that hellhole and got them into some point zone. And it was Tilak Verma's turn this time around. He did the exact same thing. He, as you said, rightly so, silenced the critics if anyone doubted him. I personally didn't doubt him at all. And he's got massive ability. I put him close to Ishan Kishan in the way he bats. Very aggressive, very stylish. The shot selections are absolutely amazing, and that's one of those qualities of Tilak Verma that I think is very good for Indian cricket team, and it's coming good for Mumbai Indians. So if I hope that it continues in the remaining games as well. But I think he's done a good job, and the team has won by almost like 99 runs, which is a huge margin. And if they can produce these results continuously, they might have an outside chance somewhere, uh, to pull things back up and give run for other people's money and possibly give other teams a little bit of a nightmare in terms of their resurgence.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, again, not taking away anything from the bowlers as well. I think we talk about Ashwani Kumar, but then I think Allah Ghaznfar again had a great outing with
Yeah,
2.5 overs, 17 runs and 2 wickets, 6 over, and Mitchell Satna. Uh,
yeah.
always a class bowler. 3 overs, 16 runs, two important crucial wickets, which was off Washington Sundar and of I think it was Glenn Phillips,
Yeah.
his own countryman. I think Glenn Phillips can be dangerous as well if he could have stood there. But then I
But I
think, yeah,
don't think Glenn Phillip has actually performed any this time around. This in
not
all the
not
games that he's played,
not
he
too much, but
hasn't
I
come
think
good yet.
he always saves 20 runs on the field, mate. That's of 20 or 30 runs on the field
That's
with the
100%
blinders
true.
he takes. But then, yeah, I
Yeah,
think batting not where he would have liked to be.
yeah.
But I think
In
that
terms,
summarizes.
yeah,
Yeah,
in
go
terms of
on.
the overseas players, I mean, I just want to just add one more point. In terms of the overseas players who's actually come good, other than Quinton de Kock and the likes of who's the guy who actually played the last game who actually scored quite big along with
Cooper Conley.
Cooper Conley, yes. Uh, these two are the only ones who actually have come good. I could be wrong. There could be others
You're
as
missing
well.
a lot of people.
Josh
Josh
Butler,
Butler has played. Phil Salt has been playing. You've got who else? You've had Jamie Overton turn up, but then not in terms of batting, but then bowling and batting.
Bolick, yeah,
Batting as well. The first game, I think he was one of the guys who got them to a decent score. Um, yeah,
Travis Head hasn't
there.
clicked yet.
Travis had a few games he's clicked, but then not too much.
Not
So I think,
converted
yeah,
into
it's
big.
hit or miss. But then, yeah, I think, yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that said, I think again, Mumbai Indians have pulled themselves off from the 10th to the 7th, if I'm not wrong, which
Hmm.
is a decent jump. Again, I think the net run rate has definitely helped them, or the net run rate would have kept them still in the ninth. But then I think the
Yeah,
net run rate has helped to pull them through to the 7th, which is decent in terms of where they're on the table. That being said, tomorrow, Tuesday, 21st of April, we head
yeah,
to the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. It
yeah,
is the home game for Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Delhi Capitals.
yeah,
It's the match 31 of 70, and it
yeah.
is going to be a crucial one.
Yeah, this is crucial fight. I mean, it's the fight for the fourth place spot. SRH and DC are neck and neck, in my opinion. I mean, I've not looked at the stats yet, the table yet. SRH is coming off, I mean, of that absolute brilliant win against CSK, where they were bowling really stood up, and it was a nail biting finish. I mean, if it was, I mean, if there was a possibility if Dubey played, the result could have been a little different. But hey, they did amazing job. Ishan Kishan led the troops really well, and they performed really well. So while DC is riding high after chasing down RCB, this is going to be a much closer contest. I would say for both DC and SRH. Um, yeah,
And I think tomorrow's narrative is going to be the toss as well, to be honest, Will, because if you look at it, SRH have won all their games while defending, and
yeah,
DC have won all their games while chasing. So
mm,
something has to give tomorrow, because I think if
yeah,
SRH goes with the toss and they go to defending, then I think they have a higher probability of trying to win, and then if DC, they'll do the other way around, I think. So again, let's see. We have a lot of predictions, we have a lot of things, but then always what happens in the day is totally different. We've seen that with RCB, we've seen that with RR. Other than Punjab Kings, I think rest everyone's had their own the bad days. Hyderabad is a hitter's heaven, to be honest. The boundaries aren't massive, and the pitch is usually a highway. It's a flat track, so it's going to be fun to watch. All the players have a go there. Historically, SRH lead head to head 13-12 with DC. But then again, it's one of the most balanced rivalries, and I think you can see that within the table, as you were just saying as well. Both are 4 and 5, and who wins would go to 4 effectively. Based on net rate, they could go to 3 as well. So I think that's how it looks.
Key players
to watch. What do you say?
I think Abhishek Sharma is in a very good form. He did amazingly well last time, coming off that 15-ball 50 recently. Brilliantly done. And I think Travis Head, again, if I were to say, is due, rather overdue, for what he's supposed to do and what he's capable of doing. So I'm thinking tomorrow will be his day, considering how the pitch is, how they're playing in their home crowd as well. So he'll have a massive support. So hopefully he clicks, and Abhishek Sharma as well. 2 explosive left-handers going against the Delhi Capital bowlers. And if it's a massive run total, we're in for a good treat.
Definitely. And I think, again, just to top up in terms of SRH, I would say Ishan Kishan has also been in brilliant form. Last game was a blip again in that, but then he's been excellent with his captainship in terms of the tactical changes, especially with Praful Hinge and Saqib Hussain. So again, we get to see those lads back performing tomorrow, along with their very own who's that? Ishan Malinga as well. So I think Ishan Malinga was a difference in the last game. So I think we definitely can't keep him away from the game. In terms of Delhi, again, Tristan Stubbs' knock against RCB, along with David Millers, took the game away from us in the last at the death overs. So they always someone who would be feared because they can change games. And KL Rahul again.
And we have Kuldeep Yadav as well. Yeah. Amazing.
So,
he'll be the key one to stop.
Game to look out for. And I think only one to, again, kind of keep in mind in terms of injury news as well. I think you've got that, right? Who's injured? I think, is it...
was it... it was Akshar Patel. He had a hamstring. And he walked away and he didn't actually play. It was a window of opportunity for, I think it was against CSK. I think he, was it CSK or RCB?
No, I think RCB.
RCB, yes, it was RCB. And it was a window of opportunity that we didn't latch onto it, which we could have converted into a win, an opportunity to get a new batsman out. But I hope he's all well. And if he's not, then probably, I think, I'm not entirely sure whether he's going to be around or not. If not, someone else is going to be leading that team. It'll probably be KL Rahul.
KL Rahul would be leading the team. Good. I think in terms of closing thoughts and predictions, Will, I'm going to go with SRH again. I think they are in that streak at the minute. The batsmen are in pretty good form, and their young pace attack is kind of making waves as well. And I think with that, I want to go for SRH tomorrow. I think it's going to be an interesting contest, but then I'm backing SRH tomorrow for the win. What about you?
Well, I'm going to go the opposite way, as usual. I'm backing Delhi Capital to continue their chasing streak. If at all they get that toss on their side. And if KL Rahul provides that platform, Stubbs, Miller can chase down anything on that Hyderabad pitch. So KL Rahul is key, most importantly. And then I think they've got a pretty good side, equally matched with SRH. Yeah, as you said, it matches with the stats of the win percentage between both of these clashes. So it'll be an even contest, in my opinion. I'm going with Delhi.
Well, we'll see. And hopefully by tomorrow, George will have solved the chicken crisis and can join us to break down what should be a cracker of a game.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And I hope he's not had the finger licking good recipe for tomorrow morning.
I did tell him that's an option too.
That's an easier solution to get it on the table and yeah, enjoy the delicacy. But hey, that's all from us tonight. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Keep the pulse racing, and thank you for joining us. This is me, Will, saying goodbye and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
And this is me, Loy, saying good night and ciao.